Supreme, how much did 2 full seasons cost?
I need about 350.
Well, if I edited that correctly, then that's what this video is about. Hey, what is going on the YouTube? This is Game Guy, and before the video starts, I just want to say that the intro corrupted, so that's why I'm just re-recording this now, but I hope you enjoy, so yeah, enjoy the video. I've thought about doing this for quite a bit of time. It's basically just going to show the cost of Spring/Summer 18 to Fall/Winter 18. Because obviously those were my 2 most successful seasons, where I think I only missed out on about 2 or 3 weeks as an overall. Now this video isn't to do the whole sort of like, look what I spent, you know, that type of thing. It's more so just to show the cost of the seasons, because to be honest I didn't really have any clue of how much it cost me in the end until I went through and made sort of like lists of the cost for each item and then added up the price. But like I said, this isn't so much to show look what I spent, it's more so to show look what can happen if you do buy every single week like I did and you don't really look into things too much. Now obviously I did get an amount of what I spent back, but at the same time it was probably put into the next season, if you get what I mean. So say I had like £700, spent 700, sold like £500 worth, and then put that 500 into the next amount of items and then did the same sort of thing. That's basically what happened. But yeah, I definitely flew through. At the same time as me obviously buying things and doing things, I didn't really keep count of what I was spending and what I was buying, because at the start I was sort of just buying what I wanted. Then as time went on I was sort of buying whatever was most hyped and what people were pretty much just telling me to buy or saying would be best to buy, which was probably the reason why I ended up buying items that were more expensive for like 3 weeks in a row in comparison to buying items that were less expensive for that amount of time. So for instance, if an item was £100, I did that for 3 weeks, that'd be 300, instead of say an item that's £34, which I could then probably do for nearly 10 weeks. But yeah, without further ado, we're just going to get into things. I'm going to be on like the right side or the left side for Spring/Summer 18, and then on the left or right side for Fall/Winter 18 as I go through each of the weeks with each of the items and their prices, and I'll just have a list going down pretty much descending, showing each of the prices, and I might throw a little picture of the item next to it, but I'm sure most people know the majority of the items anyway. If you would also like to see another one of these videos, but more so in the sense of what I have spent on Supreme as an overall, because I've never gone back and checked, I will go through and check obviously every single email and basically everything. It probably won't account some of the things that are like PayPal or things like that I've bought off people off of Depop, but yeah, it'll probably be like an overall thing. So if you'd like to see that, I'll do that at some point in time as well. But let's just stop wasting time, get straight into things, because I don't want this to be a massively long video. I want it to be like within 12 minutes-ish to condense things down. So we're going to kick things off with week 1 of Spring/Summer 18. For week 1, I picked up a Skull Pile deck, the FTW embroidered tee, and the Luminade pack light, little solar, you know, charging light. The Skull Pile deck was £60, the FTW tee was £38, and the Luminade was £26. Week 2, I picked up the Wilson tennis balls, which was £14. Moving on from that, for week 3, I picked up the Nike NBA Air Force 1 mid in black, and they were £140. Also for the Skull Pile deck, that's just the retail of it. I think I paid 70 or maybe 75 because I bought it off of a friend who got it during week 0 when it first released, and yeah, they shipped it to me so that I had it early. I think I ended up selling it for 95 or maybe £100, but yeah, I didn't get it for like the retail cost. But anyway, moving on. For week 4, it was the Undercover Public Enemy week, and I picked up the White House tee and the hoodie as well. Not the cheaper hoodie, I picked up the more expensive hoodie. For the tee, it was £46. For the hoodie, it was £198. Yeah, the tee went quite quickly, and I still have the hoodie just stored. It's still brand new, just stored away basically. I'm going to keep it to another point in time of which I will wear it or I will sell it, but currently I think it's a little bit under retail, as most of that collaboration week is. Moving on to week 5, we have the Champion week, where I picked up the track jacket in the Gucci colorway, which was £168. Ended up selling that on for nearly like near enough £300, which was some decent profit, I guess is the way to put it. For week 6, we had some teas come out, and I picked up, as well as 2 teas, the Illusion Coin Bank, which was £20, and the teas were £36 each, being the TV tea for 36 and the Diamonds tea for 36. For week 7, we had a North Face week, and it was the metallic week. I picked up the Mountain Parker for £368 and the stamp as well, which I still have, which I'll keep for quite a bit of time, which was £16. Obviously, I am not including any shipping into these, just because of the pure fact that I'll do that at the end, just say how much shipping was, because yeah, it does add up to a pretty penny, I guess is the way to put it, but I thought I should just stick to retail cost for these items. For week 8, I picked up the Martin Luther King hoodie, which was $178, and the cactus keychain, which is just over there, which is starting to die now, which was £16. Week 9 was the Lacoste week, and I picked up a crew neck for £138. For week 10, I picked up the catcher's mask for £110. I think it's like £70 or £60 now, but it doesn't bother me, it's going to stay in my collection. For week 11, the jar set was released, and I picked that up for £30, which was obviously its retail. For week 12, we had the Fox Racing collab, the first one, and I picked up the View goggles, which were £128. For week 13, I picked up a top, which was the Gradient Arc top, which was £68. For week 14, I took an L. It was the pinball machine. I entered the wrong card details. I was genuinely going for that because my brother wanted me to go for it, and he was going to go for it as well. He did go for it at the same time, but we both messed up on it. So yeah, he sent me literally the money to try to go for that, but I didn't get it. So yeah. For week 15, I picked up the Landscape hoodie. That was £168, and I regret selling that because I liked the hoodie in general, and because also its price has gone up through the roof. I mean, I made a massive profit on it, but yeah, it's gone up quite a lot since then. For week 16, I picked up the Sea-Line C small and large pouch. They were £20 and £24. Week 17 was an L, as I was after the Pocket Samurai, but that was US only, so I couldn't get that. For week 18, I picked up the Swirl Tee, or the Spitfire Classic Swirl Tee, which was £42. For week 19, it was the Summer Tees week, and yeah, I picked up the Tentacles Tee and the Mona Lisa Tee. They were both £36. And for the final week of Spring Summer 18, I picked up the O'Brien Life Vest, which was £118. I still have that. I'm happy that I still have that. It's a cool piece. So yeah, in total, that season cost £2,278. I probably sold stuff, I'd say, about halfway through the season, to then keep going obviously after that. Like the Champion track jacket went during that week. A couple of the other pieces went during the weeks that I got them. Some pieces I held on to. But yeah, overall you can understand what was going on, hopefully. Moving on to Fall Winter 18. Starting off with week 1, I picked up the Motion Varsity jacket, or the Motion logo varsity jacket. I still have it. I'm going to keep it. It was £348 though, and that is just a personal choice to keep it. But yeah, it's £348. I also picked up the Madonna tee, which was £46. For week 2, I picked up the Payphone keychain, which I still have, which was £12. Very simple, very easy. For week 3, I picked up the Mike Kelly Empire State tee, which was £48, and the Mike Kelly Supreme deck, which was £78. I still have that deck, but I no longer have the tee. I think that the decks are still their retail price, but yeah, I like collecting some skateboards, other ones I don't. I might end up selling it at some point just for whatever it is going for, just because of the pure fact that it doesn't hold a massive meaning to me. I do like the piece, but it doesn't hold a giant meaning over some other ones that I have. For week 4, it was the Comme des Garçons week. Big week. I picked up the CDG box logo split tee, which was £48, and the Male Anatomy model, which was £40. I still have that dead stock, but I no longer have the tee. For week 5, I picked up the Remember tee for £38. For week 6, it was the Nike or Nike week, where I picked up a beanie for £32. For week 7, I dressed up as the Cat in the Hat to cop the Cat in the Hat hoodie, which was £158. For week 8, I picked up the New Era big logo headband and the Hanes thermal pant. The headband was £28 and the pants were £20. I still have that headband and I wear it. For week 9, I copped something for my brother, which was the inflatable chair, which was £248. Damn. What a brick that is. For week 10, I picked up the Killer long sleeve tee, one of my best cops and pieces that I wear so much, and that was £56. I wish that I picked up the skateboard deck because I really like that piece, but oh well. For week 11, I picked up the classic script beanie, which was £28. For week 12, it was my birthday week, and I picked up the New Era box logo beanie for £32, and the magnetic kickstand light for £22. The week after, which is week 13, I picked up another beanie and another headband, being the big logo beanie for £34, and the New Era sequin arc logo headband for £28. Moving on to week 14, which was a blessed week because I picked up the blessed bundle as well as the heathered ear flap beanie. The bundle was £46 and the beanie was £34. For week 15, we have like the big consecutive weeks here being the North Face Expedition week, where I picked up the Expedition fleece jacket for £318. I also picked up the fold beanie, which was £38, and the hand mirror, which was £22. I probably should have just picked up the first piece and then left it at that, but oh well. For week 16, we had the box logo week, where I picked up the box logo crew neck. Yeah, that probably still is my best week, probably just to date, that I will have. Then again, Fall Winter 19's box logo hoodie week wasn't bad either for me, so I can't complain, but that was £148 for that crew neck. I also picked up the Polotech balaclava, which was £50. For week 17, I picked up the Santa ornament, which was £42. For week 18, I took an L going for the bear that they released, and for week 19, I picked up the Polotech headband, which was £28. Overall for that season, it comes to £2,070, and that is £4,348 overall I spent for all of the seasons, I believe it is. So yeah, for spring summer 18 and fall winter 18 combined, I spent £4,348. Now that is obviously not including shipping, and I did a lot of single cart orders throughout those 2 seasons. So overall for those 2 seasons, I spent £265 on shipping, which is a lot. Like, that's literally 2 box logos nearly at retail combined, which then brings the total to £4,613 overall for the 2 seasons. That is what it cost me, that is what I spent. And yeah, like I said at the start, I definitely did the whole thing where I was buying things and then selling them maybe a couple of weeks after, maybe at like random points in time, maybe in the next season sort of thing, to recoup the sort of money that I was spending on the cops. Now I do still have quite a couple of the pieces from these seasons, obviously, but I don't have everything because that would be about 40-ish items, maybe more than that as an overall. I do not have all of those. I still have, I'd say, at least 10 of them from those 2 seasons, but I don't have every single item. And yeah, obviously that is a lot. That's a lot to spend. That is a lot to have put into buying items and selling and keeping and things like that. And obviously I haven't looked into how much before because I don't really check. I don't really keep up to date that often on things. I check my account obviously, but I normally just don't really keep up to date on these because if I'm buying and selling something, I think that that's like just getting the money back, so I don't ever need to go in and look in full detail. But obviously, after looking at this today and yesterday, just sort of getting notes down about how much each of the items were, it definitely puts into perspective how much you can spend buying an item every single week from Supreme. Obviously, minus 3 weeks as an overall, but yeah, you get what I'm saying basically. So yeah, that covers this video. Obviously, it's a bit more reading name, price type thing, but I do hope that people enjoyed, and I hope that it gives you a little insight into what it might cost to buy an item every single week from Supreme. Near enough. And let me know down below if you've ever gone on a sort of week-to-week buying from Supreme, whether you've bought an item every single week or what you've done in terms of that. I'd be interested to see what people have sort of bought or how many weeks in a row they were picking up items. And like I said, if you'd like to see a video where I literally just do how much I've spent on Supreme, I'd happily do that. Other than that, tomorrow I am going to be featured on the bot talk, so I'll leave a link to them in the comments section, and I'll obviously mention it tomorrow in Discord and things like that. And if you'd like to join the Discord, the link will be down below. But on Saturday's video, I'll also mention them and bring them up. But yeah, if you enjoyed, that'd be much appreciated. Other than that, I will see you on Saturday for another video. Peace.